Okay, we'll do a quick image test. I'll show you what's up.
Corona's cooming and you just tested positive for being naughty. I want to spend my quarantine.
Guys, we have to wait.
So
I didn't know we had to charge it.
Over so we can have 14 days of thick dick diagnostics and sitting on my face mask at you. Hey XQC, I'm not gonna lie and say you changed my life or cured my depression, but you gave me some good content. Thanks, XQCL.
Fuck, that was stupid. That was stupid!
Hello Mr. Cow. Please wait. Poll in chat was bugged. I want to vote Rocket League. Still. Yep. Still. Oh. Wow. Oh.
I can't move the knight. Can I? If I go over here, it'll go like this, like that. Boom.
Gang wide hard gang wide hard gang wide hard gang wide hard gang. XQC, some days you should pick a game you want to play instead of doing a vote. Chat voting is the equivalent of a girlfriend trying to pick out what to eat.
Fuck! That's actually kind of true, dude. That's a true right there, man. I guess I'm gonna chest it. Just this game was really fast. Oh, I win this. I win this. This guy made a big mistake right there.
Oh. No. Die at my hands. Chat. Die.
What just happened?
Slowly. You forgot chat. You forgot about forgetting. Now I finish the quill xxxxxxxx. No excuse.
What just happened?
It goes wang wing and then bang.
We'll win. We'll win by time. Trust me, we'll win by time. This guy's thinking too much. When you think too much, you lose.
XQC, here is a song. Could you play it? It's a remix song from Cuphead. I think you will like it. Smile, it's a hype song. Das Lust. Ich glaube, ich gebe mir einen schönen Würzkebab. So einen schönen Kopf-SPS. Weißt du? So einen schönen Kopf-SPS. Kopfstraße, ein Kopf-SPS erstmal. Mit gar kein Reden und so. Harvard mir einfach ein Kopf-SPS.
Fuck! Doesn't count. Okay, hold up.
A year and a half, give me a smoochy smooch PVC.
Open the fucking switch, dude. Hello?
Do you,
Chat is very angry. We get a second poll? No. Okay. You think chat's angry because of one poll? What do you think happens if we make another poll? You think they're gonna get happy all of a sudden?
Is scuffed. You know what's also scuffed? Portugal. Omega lol. Omega lol. LLL.
Oh, we won the game. We won. Claim victory. This guy's terrible.
Hikaru messaged you, man. Ha 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 ha, your game didn't win, ha 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 ha, lol lol ha ha ha. Chat, can you smile just for some good vibes? Psych chat, fuck that, I have this AK that I'm going to spray.
Watch this. Well, you see this, chat? You see what I'm doing? It's a pincer.
Oh, I have to take this one. Hello? Yep. Are you? Yep. Aha. Yep. Still. Oh. Sorry about that. I'll go back to reading the donos now. Yep. Smash audiences are certified soy boys. Any truers? What the fuck is this Walmart chess 1 minute trash? The real gentleman's game is played to a maximum of 90 minutes. You learn nothing from this. You are just spamming moves to see who gets to 0 first.
Not true.
You are nothing but an embarrassment to chess. Bitch. Paid EVD? Why are you not playing Resident Evil 3 Remake? It just came out today. Big juicer? DVD? What happened? Do you not like Resident Evil anymore? Pep hands.
I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking.
I live in Portugal,
I
but
wasn't
imagine
looking. I wasn't
living
looking.
in Spain and having a giant coronavirus outbreak and trying to run for the border 77 octillion.
How does that even count? I wasn't looking.
Oh no, look at this buster in the top
Okay,
left.
you don't know if it's a real game? Okay, chat, we'll do one real game.
Yep, cock, yep, cock, yep, cock, yep, cock, yep, cock, yep, cock, yep.
I'll show you.
Shut the fuck up.
This, okay. Unadulterated. This guy's not a sniper. We'll play properly. A 1.2k rated match. Full tryhard. Let's go.
Hey LGB, could you
This is my full
play
tryhard.
this song? It's from this cool game called Fortnite. I've always wondered why you say you will play certain games, hype them up, play for 1 to 2 days then ditch them. All these polls do is cause cancer chat, cancer TTS during the game and more unfinished games, like Platinum. Also, D2 with M0's eye, you dirty liar.
This guy's getting rolled already.
Play Hikaru, he said he's ready to play a quick game.
I'm okay with this. This is a good trade. I guess in question mark. Guys, Bing, bang, in a better position. And then I had developed pieces and he doesn't.
Hey Mr. Cow Streamer. I have an important message meant only for you. I'm Chinese and they tell us Corona is just.
And then I can just trade. Trade. Do it, dude. Guys, I know what I'm doing. I know what you guys are doubting. Stop doubting. I know what I'm doing. We're not losing. He's +2. It doesn't matter.
How the fuck do you complain about stream snipers in chest? Like if you were playing in real life, would you tell each other to close your eyes? 700 and...
They can cheat though. Somebody said when they snipe, they actually cheat. Check. Pussy bitch. Wait a minute, he's gonna take my queen.
How can you spam XQC about chess when you call the knight
Wait a minute.
fucking horse?
Wait a minute.
GM Hikaru wants to play chess with you. Check your messages.
Okay. I forgot that this was a 50-minute match. I completely forgot. I promise. I forgot.
You have 16 minutes on the clock.
Shut the fuck
Slow
up.
down your moves and double think. Otherwise play bullet chess. I think XQC is getting battleships confused with chess. You can't cheat. Omega lol.
Relax. Chat, we'll play with Torgus some other time, chat. We're not today we're already playing Smash for what?
I hope
Do it.
everyone is doing well today. Wide people happy.
I know what we're doing. That's tough.
Ha 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 XQC, I sniped you in a chess game and now I can see you're bored. Oh wait.
This is fine. This is a good trade for us. Right? It's a good trade for us.
So I traveled
Right.
halfway across the globe. I visited every country on this planet and learned 27 languages over a 25-year period, and when I come back chat is still fighting over the pole. Hi, Felix. Brian from TTS here. I talked to XQCM today. We haven't farmed enough Omega lulls to satisfy El Goblino. Within 5 minutes, we expect him to kill at least half of the subs. Please, keep your subs safe. Hi.
This is gonna be fucking
Chat.
crazy, dude.
You
We're about to have a brawl. He's gonna go for it.
not safe. Ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh. Das
Bang.
Erst. Ich
Bang.
glaube, ich gib mir einen
Bang.
schönen Würzkebab. So einen schönen Kopf-SPS, weißt du? So einen schönen Kopf-SPS. Kopfstraße, ein Kopf-Test.
Tough.
Oh, 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 oh.
Bang.
Oh,
Bang.
oh. Stop ignoring Hikaru, weird champ.
Oh, we're in a bad spot now.
777 septillion 777.
He came with the horse now because now he's in check otherwise.
All you have
That
to
was
do
so
to cheat
fucking
in online
smart.
chess to make a separate game against a level
He
10
can't move this horse.
computer and you
This
make the
horse
moves
is
that your
completely
opponent
disabled now.
makes.
Because if he moves it, he gets in check. That was the possible better we could have done there.
He's using performance enhancing drugs in chess. He's look at my board. 707. Exclamation mark. Hello MDF, will you play Pokemon Platinum today? Please Mr. MDF, play Pokemon Platinum. You have to catch the rarest Pokemon called El Goblin.
Got it. Kill it. Do it, dude. I don't give a fuck. Oh, he can't because he's in check. He has to do that. Still in check. Wow, this is really good for us.
Boo.
I'm in check. Right? What am I gonna do with... What am I gonna do against his bishop? Are you stupid? Oh shit, he's not. Bang, 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 bang. You're fucked. This guy's fucked completely. This guy's completely fucked. I can't get bishop. I'm in check, yo.
Smash Brothers is trash Babirage. You fucking piece of shit, you literally want XQC to play Smash Brothers, a dead Nintendo game, so you can stream snipe him and feel superior in that one moment of your miserable existence. Smash fans weird champ. Yo React Renault, can you watch only in New York? It's some good content. XQCM also just win. 10 months smile. Less than 3.
Sir, could you please play? Okay. For some reason, chat. Listen.
Ocean Man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand.
I have to
Ocean
change
Man.
accounts.
The voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip, Ocean Man. The crust of a tan man imbibed by the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land, Ocean Man.
Well, what's he gonna do?
66X?
Guys, why is it so...
Yo, Mr. Cow. I met a fellow sub in one of your waiting rooms, aka Dr. Disrespect's channel, and we talked and stuff. It was really cool, but he mentioned how he's from EU and we remembered. Your stream has not been very EU
Bang,
friendly.
bang.
Why not? XQCL.
Bang, bang. What a horrible trade. Is this guy smoking crack cocaine again?
I'm representing for them gangsters all across the world. Still. Hitting them corners in them lolos, girl. Still. Taking my time to perfect the beat, and I still got love for the streets. It's the DRE. Yep.
I will go talk to him, chat. Hold up. Okay, chat. I need guys. I'm gonna ask a question to the chat. You guys need to answer, please. Okay?
Guys,
so we can fix this.
I am so.
I have the game Smash on my console, dude.
IT's
And when I'm
time
logged
for
in, the game is not on the front page. It's not on my library because I have multiple accounts. I don't even know what to do from there.
Valorant keys drop on 7th, not on the 3rd. Updating your title might help some confusion on the Reddit and Twitter. XQCL.
Scroll far right.
Hello Mr. Cow and chat.
Nothing.
Smile. I just ate some delicious, crispy chicken tends. Feels good, man.
Again, look again. This guy lost 100%. He's terrible at the game.
Play Hikaru. He is one of the best in the world. He is waiting to play you.
Hold up, chat, hold up. Sorry to have the weird segment of the stream that I did. It's, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, purchased. It says purchased. So download it, bitch. This guy's so bad. He's so bad.
Bow wow.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's tough. That's really tough.
Check. Oh, Slovakia. If Smash Brothers is so sleeper, why the fuck did it win the poll? Stop crying, chat. Lol, owl.
Okay, hold up, chat. Guys, it says the game is purchased. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? Redownload, got it.
This girl has been playing mind games during isolation and now I understand why they call it a crush. However, what's my name?
Because I don't even have it.
Doggy dog. Oi chat oi, I fucked your wife
I fixed it.
Didn't wear a condom oi and...
What did this guy just do?
Oh. My. God. Chat, behind you. There's something. Worse than the corona. Virus. It's... the... Blicky. Got the stiffy. 6ix9ine is out. Run. Smile. Are you gonna play Resident Evil 3?
What?
Mods, it's time, get the fucking mop. This is fucking annoying me, and mode times mop is 7777.
I was ahead of him. I was better than he is. Guys, okay, this game is all about mind flow. You have to continuously look at the game and what. I was downloading Smash the whole time, okay, dude? I couldn't do it. Yeah, I'll talk to Hikaru. Give me the chance. I need to download the game. It's bugged. What a disaster of a stream. What a disaster stream, dude. Disaster stream that I did. No, it's not. I'm just gonna like some hoes. Okay, I got it. It's working. It's downloading. We're good, boys. We are good to go. Okay. Let me talk to it. Yeah. Okay. Guys, I fixed it. It's working.
Hey XQC Brian here, the power of the L underscore has become too powerful for me to possess. 77777.
Hold up, everything needs to hold up. I'm trying to fix something real fast. Boom, boom. Okay, I'm logged in now. Forgot password then. Enter email. Okay.
7,777,000,000.
We're gonna go play with Mr. Hikaru.
77 millions.
Email instructions, enter email.
So
Thank
what
you,
did we learn from this stream XQC? That democracy is fucking trash and doesn't work. 77 sex the
Okay.
XQCM.
For some reason it's not saying an email. I got it. Reset your password. Found it. Reset password. Cool.
I want to see chat literally kill each other over a poll that ended on a tie. Smash fans are still cucks though.
I don't know what you're on about, dude. It wasn't a tie though.
Thanks for the chill streams, Felix XQCL.
It wasn't a tie. It literally won the poll.
Hey XQC. Love from Wales. XQC.
It won the poll. I don't know what you're on about. Guys, the game is downloading right now. It is currently downloading. It'll take a little bit of time. That's why. Yeah, I have Discord. Got it. Discord ID? Which one? Guys, I'm gonna add him. So we're gonna play with a complete juicer. Chat, listen.
Yo, there is two things for
We're gonna play with a complete chess juicer chat. We're gonna have a bit of a conversation chat. No pressure.
Chess or Pornhub Premium.
It won't be too serious or too troll.
Yepko CK.
I don't wanna waste this time or waste my time. We're just gonna have like an open convo. You know? Just talk about chess, you know, whatever. I can just make a server.
Hey man, thanks for
I can just make it this server. Create a server. Exit server. There you go. I made a server. Create an invite. Copy. Just join this, no problem.
XQC Hillary also won the poll, but not the electoral vote. Omegle lol 700.
Okay. Hello, hello, testing. Okay, it's working. What's just saying Pepe Laugh? Oh, what was that? What was that? Okay, well, wait, we'll just do this then. This is terrible. We lost.
XQCL.
Dumbass.
Hika WHO. Hika WHO. Hika WHO. Yo X love the stream. Rocket League is one of my favorite games of all time, but that doesn't mean I will throw a baby tantrum because it didn't win the poll. I enjoy your streams no matter the game. XQCL.
Hey, Stefan, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I can see you. I see you're playing.
Okay. I'm on. I joined you instead. I think it's simpler. I went to. I have an account on chess.com.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay.
That's what I used to play
Sure,
on.
yeah, we can do this. We can play.
Okay. So how do you set this up? Do you send me an invite or a link or something and I click on it?
Just click on play. Just there's a play button right there, or the second one below home.
Yeah, got it.
And just click on play and live chess, and I'll
Oh no.
I'll challenge you. It's XQCOW, right?
Yeah, XOW1.
Q. Okay.
So how you doing, man? You always sound really high energy. That's kind of rare.
1 second.
You doing good?
Wait, so it's just tell me again. What is it? It's XQC.
OW1.
OW1. Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't I see you? Just give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing well. Just give me 1 second. Let me talk to somebody.
No, buddy.
Figure this out.
51,000 players online playing chess, boys. This game is not dead. This game will do pretty well on Steam charts.
Actually, can you click on the binoculars to where the chat is? On the right hand side.
Yeah, I see
the
it.
second one.
Yeah.
No, on the right hand side. Yeah, right there. And can you type in Hikaru? Just type it in that little spot, right where it says where there's the question mark. Hikaru.
Yeah, it's not working.
Okay.
Maybe you're like up here offline or something like that, or yeah, I don't know how this works.
How long do you want to play? I'll have someone start the game. What time control you want to play? How much time?
A 10. A 10 is 10 standard.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
10 is like rapid, right?
10 is like rapid chess. It's not like the most of the games that count for the rankings are super slow. They go like 5 hours, which is completely ridiculous. But yeah, online you play like most people play 5 minutes or 3 minutes, so it's a little bit quicker. But 10-minute chess is like I'm number 4 in the world at that right now, so I like 10-minute as well. I'm really good at the fast stuff. Like the 1-minute stuff is totally my thing, but
Okay.
I like it all. So
Is there like metas, like certain ways people play in different modes that are like sort of predictable, or some like strategies people have, like cheeses and whatnot when it's like shorter games?
yeah, so like one thing, so the game star, I'll show you. Just play the first couple of moves. I'll show you an example. I'm not going to do it on the board, but I'll give you an example. So, like, okay, so you know how to play in the center, right?
Yeah. Okay. So obviously you give me a piece, but your queen's gonna get it.
Right.
Okay. But and now you have more space because you're already kind of like developed. So now.
Actually, that's not true. So one of the things you don't want to do in chess normally is bring your queen out really early in the game, because what you do is the queen can be attacked. So in chess, when you're developing your pieces, you don't want to have your pieces getting attacked, or you have to move them a lot at the beginning. And when you bring the queen out, of course, every other piece in the game is worth a lot less than a queen. So when someone attacks your queen, you have to move your queen away, and that actually helps your opponent develop their pieces faster. So what I'm doing is not the best opening.
Okay. So. Okay, this is another question. Yeah, I hope these questions aren't dumb, but
No, it's all good.
Overall, I just want to ask like a base questions. Like, let's say I did this. Okay, so I challenge your queen. What? Okay, trading is bad because you don't want to be on equal footing. You always want to be sort of ahead, or you want to do moves that are making you win, not making you equal. Is that right? So you trading here wouldn't be good.
Players, but against me, you would not want to trade. And the reason I would say that is because the players who are better, the big advantage in the game as you get better and better at it is as the game gets towards the end game. So with less and less pieces, the top players are much more precise. They make no mistakes towards the end of the game. So someone who's weaker, what they want to do is they want to attack and try to get them earlier in the game instead of going further into the game with less and less pieces.
Okay.
This is a good move, actually. It's completely fine.
Love
So
your
normally
stream,
what I would
XQCL.
suggest that you want to do, though, is to bring out your knights and your bishop and castle as opposed to trading queens. Do you know what that is, castling?
Yeah, when you click on your king and then you swap.
Right. So your next move is pretty obvious here.
Yeah, and then
Right. And so now that you've developed this knight, the next thing that you want to do is move the bishop and castle. And when your king is no longer in the center of the board, it's much harder to attack, because the only way for me to attack is push pawns towards your king on that side of the board. So like if I play a move like this, which is not a move I normally would play, you see when your king goes to this side near this pawn that I just pushed, the pawn isn't really enough to attack. So if I push the pawn up the board, it's just one pawn. So I don't have a lot of pieces near the king. So you really want to get the king off to the one side of the board through castling.
Okay, makes a lot of sense. Okay, and then you can't really push that pawn either. It can be a threat because my knight's gonna pick it up, right? Or yeah.
Actually, that would be it is your knight can't pick up the pawn because I have a rook that would capture it when I push it up one square.
True. Okay.
So just follow the basics. Try to get castled.
Yep. Yeah. I'll do. Okay. So I would move my bishop. I would develop them, but do I not want to go too far? Not like do I just put in like? Is that good?
It's the best move, man.
Okay.
You're not bad at this game. So like, yeah, you want to put the bishop on squares like this because the bishop hits this pawn near my king. Now, of course, in this position, you wouldn't take the pawn because my king takes your bishop.
Yeah.
But you keep an eye on this pawn, and you keep an eye on this diagonal towards where my king is. So this is a very good move. It's the best move in the position.
Okay. That's good. Okay. Boom.
So you see, when I push this pawn ahead, I tried to stop you from attacking this pawn that's on right next to my king. So
Yeah.
I try to take away these threats here.
Okay, for future moves, right? So
Yeah, and basically you don't want to give away a bishop for a pawn. The bishops and knights are equal. A bishop is worth the same as a knight, but then like a queen is worth a lot more, and then a rook is worth a lot more as well.
Yeah.
And then pawns are worth 1, and bishops and knights are worth 3. So if you do that, like you're just giving away a piece that's not as good. Because if you think about a bishop, bishops can move all over the board. Pawns can't. They can only move one square.
Yeah.
So now here, try to develop. If you look at the position, you castle your king. So now you have these pieces on on the other side of the board that
Yeah.
are still on their original squares.
So right now I kind of want to develop like my bishop for later. So I kind of want to go pawn first.
Again, like, I mean, people are saying you're not good at chess, but you're finding the right moves. Like, the thing is, you do want to play this move because you want to now take space as well. When you push this pawn, like, it prevents me from doing stuff on the squares near this pawn. So it's perfect move, and now you can move the other bishop to the other square. So I'm going to play another move, and now you should find the next move because it's the exact same theme as before that you found with the other bishop.
Yeah, of course.
Move the bishop. Try to move a bishop where you can attack something, where you can threaten a pawn, a piece, something like that. Because you developed one of your bishops, so now you want to develop the other bishop.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I should get.
Okay. That's okay. I'll give you a chance, but there's a move with the other bishop that's really good here.
I see. That.
Actually, you should have gone one square. You should have gone to the square before that, because it would have attacked the pawn.
Attack the pawn. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you went to the square G5, if you see the coordinates.
Yeah,
if
G5.
you went to the square right before it, which is F4, you would have attacked the pawn on that diagonal.
Oh, I see it now. Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so because you see, that's the thing. With the other one, when you put it on the other diagonal to bishop, the pawn was protected, but here the pawn was not protected, so you would have been threatening to win a pawn.
True. Okay.
No, you're playing great so far.
Okay, I'm just going for the trade here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Again, perfect. Now, see, this is one thing. What you're doing is completely fine. At the more advanced level, the bishops are better than the knights, but that's a very advanced meta. So, like, a really good player would not give away the bishop for the knight, but at your level, it's completely fine.
Okay.
You finished the development with your knight. Now, like, basically in this position, your king is good. You've castled it. It's not in danger. You've moved your knights and your bishops. You have a pawn in the center. So really, it's all about your rooks now, just getting the rooks into the game. But be careful not to hang any pieces in the next move or two.
Yeah. Okay, I see. Okay, so if I move a bishop to a4, then you're
Any square
gonna
really is fine, but
Yeah,
but I would probably move it back towards the center because
Yeah.
if you move it away towards the edge of the board, it's much less effective. Like, if you move this bishop, can you move the bishop to d3 here?
Oh, that was what I'm aiming for. Yeah.
So the reason this is better, if you think about the bishop on the edge, it has one diagonal towards the king on the back rank, but here the bishop has two diagonals. Like, you can go one way and the other way, but you create threats on both sides of the board. So, like, in general, you want the bishop more towards the center.
Oh,
where
center,
it has
yeah.
more chances to attack.
Okay, I get it. So if you go aggressive towards my pieces, I have a chance of getting a diagonal backwards and forward the same sort of same
Yeah,
thing.
you have more diagonals to use the bishop on, and that's what the bishop. That's the purpose of the bishop.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now that's a mistake, but it's a mistake for
Go ahead.
reasons.
It's okay. You know, keep it comfortable. You can just, you know.
So this is what's called a tactic. So the reason it's a bad move is because now I can remove one of your pieces, and now you lose a pawn here.
Oh, you get one for free.
Yeah, and actually I get more than the pawn for free. I get more stuff for free.
That's good. That's good. Okay.
So in this position, think about it this way: like, you're down one pawn here. You're gonna lose material. Your knight is under attack from the bishop, and if you move the knight, you're gonna lose the rook. So you have two options, but you want to get something in return here. So you don't just want to give away a piece for free. If you have to give something away, you want to get something in return. So it's probably better to like give away the rook and get a bishop instead of just giving up a free knight for nothing.
Okay. Okay. In here, I'll be honest, I don't see how I could lose my rook. But you mean by moving out of the way?
Think about the position. You're going to lose either your knight or your rook, right? Because if you move your knight, then I take your rook. If you don't move the knight, then you lose your knight because the bishop will just take it.
Yeah, okay, I see it now. It makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Good. Okay. Yeah, see, also I have many more pieces now. Like I've got 2 rooks and you've got 1 rook. So when you're up when you have more pieces, you actually want to sometimes trade the pieces, so when they're less and less, your pieces are much better than your opponents. So if you're playing a game and you have like extra rook or extra bishop, extra knight, you do want to try to trade off pieces, because the less pieces your opponent has, the less chance that they can checkmate you or attack your king.
Yeah. I'm thinking about something. Okay. I feel like I had to trade here.
Yeah.
Okay, champ.
And the first thing you should do is when it's your turn, like even if it's very quick, is you should look to see if there are any pieces that your opponent can capture, if there's anything that's not protected by like a pawn or something. Like in this case, I take the knight.
Damn. Okay.
So like I would say at your level, the first thing is look at all your pieces, see if there's if all your pieces are safe and secure, and if they are, then think about like trying to put pieces in the center or put a bishop on the right square. But first and foremost, at your level, just try not to give up pieces for free.
Okay. I'm gonna check here. I didn't see. Okay. Okay. So that's the methodology I should use then. That's what should be like the mental going to it, like the methodology.
Yeah, the first thing that you should always think about is just look at your pieces and see if everything is secure. That's the first thing you should always do. Okay. And then after that, it gets more advanced. I mean, but that's the first thing you should always do. Now, like we're playing 10 minutes, so you can do that. And now I'm gonna make a mistake just to show you another thing here. Okay, so my move was very bad. And the reason it's a really bad move is because I can't take your bishop here. Right?
Let me think about this. Yeah, because otherwise you put your king in check with my rook.
Exactly. Yeah. So like this is the other thing is like you want to look for this. Like this is what's called like a pin in chess, where like you can't take a piece because you put your king in check. And also, if this was like, let's say it's not a king here, if it was a queen, I still would not want to take the bishop because then I would give up the queen.
Yeah.
So this pin idea is very, very important in chess.
Okay.
So think of actually here you're gonna lose something, but use that basic thing that I said. So think about your pieces. Is there anything?
Yeah.
Is everything secure or not?
I'm saying something. So now what I would want to do is you're going to get a free pawn.
Exactly. And you can't really protect the pawn, because to protect the pawn, you'd have to move your rook, but then you would lose your bishop.
Yeah. The bishop because then your king isn't pinned anymore, right?
Exactly. Yes.
So here's something. It's a situation where things are gonna die. Like we're gonna about to brawl.
Yeah.
Finish
Absolutely.
platinum weird champ.
But here you'd rather lose a pawn than a bishop. A pawn is worth 1, and a bishop is worth 3 points.
Okay. Okay. I thought I had a way out to do a good move here that would make me come out ahead, but there just isn't. Like we're going down here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll develop my pawn.
It's fine.
Okay, let me think about this. Okay. I'm trying to think fast because for some reason, like it's hard to think fast. I feel like whenever you're learning a game, because
Yeah.
you have to go through like all the branches of ideas, and some of them are flawed. Like they just like, oh, this piece doesn't move this way or whatever, right? And you don't have
Right,
that because
right.
you don't have to think about that. It's automatic. So here's like,
Yeah, no, it's very
Bishop
hard.
to
It is actually very,
H7.
very hard.
so here if I move my rook and you get my pawn, I get your pawn, but then you can pick up my bishop above. So
Right.
that's a losing trade overall.
Exactly.
Yeah, I lose a big one for. Yeah, I think at this point there's no winning moves. It's all losing by slow fire moves.
Yeah, exactly. So what happens here? This is what I was saying earlier. This is what we call the end game in chess. So when you start counting it up, white has rook and a bishop and 4 pawns. Black has a rook and a knight and 6 pawns. So I'm actually up 2 pawns here. And if you're a grandmaster, you're really good at chess. This is already this
KSTD,
position.
thank you for
I would
the
win
3
this 100
months,
times out of
Montabernac.
100 against anybody in the entire world because it's just there are too few pieces on the board to create enough attacking chances.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, same thing here. Every move you're doing is breaking my pin.
31
Oh, okay.
months.
Now,
Can I get to XQCM in the chat?
you see why
please?
that's a
I
bad
love
move?
you,
I mean, it's a
XQCM.
move
I
that
see
makes
now.
sense. No, it's a move that makes sense because by moving the rook, you protect the
At your
pawn.
level,
Like I
Lemuel
can't take the
Pepe
pawn.
laugh.
The problem is that I have this knight, and now I take the rook.
Yeah, and then
Problem.
I take the knight, and that's not a winning trade.
No, a rook is much better than a knight. Think of it like now. Like look at this. I have a rook and you have a bishop here. My rook can move all over the board and it can attack all your pawns. It can attack the bishop, and the bishop can only move on these on the
Hey,
diagonal.
Felix.
And if you
Who
think
the
about
fuck
it,
is this
if I put
tool?
all these pawns
He is
on,
really
on
starting
dark
to piss
squares,
me off with the
bishop
on your
can never
level
attack them
remarks
because the
he
bishop can
likes
only
to
move
make every
on
30
the light
seconds.
squares.
He's a
So like a
no-life
rook can go
on a-
around and attack on all different color squares throughout the board, but the bishop can't.
Yeah,
And a knight is the same way. It takes a knight moves in the L shape, so it takes a while to get around as well.
Okay. Well, okay. I feel like at this point in the game, like you see all the trees of where things are gonna go, right? And it's kind of like.
Yeah, for me, like I know exactly how this is going to end, pretty much.
Yeah. Because there isn't much crazy special things you could do, and if you do, it's slow. You know, like the pawns move one space at a time, and then you know exactly where they're going with this before it even happens, right? Like exactly where everything is gonna go.
I know exactly. Yeah, I know exactly where things are going. So like here, you see, you get this bishop here, it attacks this pawn, but I can just put all my pawns on the other color square. So you can't the bishop can't attack anything.
Yep, I see it.
So this is why like a bishop by itself is not a very good piece. You need the knights. You need like rooks and other pieces here.
Oh. Yeah, that's my only hope of ever getting a piece back.
Right. Unfortunately, the next move is coming. Next 2 moves are coming no matter what. So do you see what my next move is here? There's actually a checkmate here for me.
Okay, that would be.
If you think about it, like I've got the rook, and I want one thing you want to do when you're towards the end of the game, both players don't have many pieces. You try to look for checks. So you want to attack the king. So
Okay.
I think also that's another thing. You should always look for ways to put the king in check to attack the king, because here like I can move.
Yeah, I see it now.
move the-
G4.
And there's this. Actually, I go to this h4 square, the very edge, and you'll see this is checkmate because your king has no squares around my king.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a forced checkmate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you walk me through? Okay. Like.
You want to do one more quick one? We can do another one. And so I'll show you. Like, this is how the way I'm gonna play is probably how you should. I'm gonna give you an opening to try. Okay. I'm gonna give you an opening. So you can play whatever your first couple of moves are, and I'm gonna give you an opening to play with white. Okay.
Yeah.
So like the openings that I'm gonna suggest for you. Oh, can you refresh your page? We're gonna give you the GM title just temporarily. Can you just refresh the chess.com page?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. Should give you a GM title, I think.
Yeah, I have it. I see it.
Okay. Yeah. So okay.
GM.
So the opening I'm gonna give you here. Yeah, you're now a GM. Grandmaster, man. Okay. So I'm gonna put the bishop here, and the point is I want to move this bishop where I keep an eye on this pawn again next to the queen.
Yeah. Oh, I see it now. Yeah. What is this called? This opener.
This is called. It's basically called the London system.
Okay, cool. That is like the only thing that the only opener, or I studied like 1 or 2 openers or 3, and that was one of them. It's one I like the most. Yeah. But I don't know how to do that. I don't know like what to do next from where you're at. But
So you're black here. So what you want to do is, remember, you want to try to develop your pieces. So
Yeah.
normally that means trying to develop your bishop, your knight, and then castling your king. This is a completely fine move too. And so like here what I did was I moved the pawn and the bishop, and now I'm going to push this pawn in front of my king. So now I can move my other bishop and then my knight, and then I can castle.
yeah, I see it.
Okay, so see, you put this bishop in front of your pawn, the pawn in front of your king. So by doing this, you now have to make a decision where your king is going. Because when you do this, you can no longer push your pawn in front of your king to move the bishop next to your king out.
Okay.
You kind of have to move it the other way. You would have to push the pawn in front of the knight to then move your bishop. If you want to move your king towards the king side. If you want to go towards the queen side, you can move the queen and then move your king over to the left.
Okay. I'll be honest with my train of thought. What I thought there is that my king was in my queen spot, and I was gonna castle or castle whatever, but it's my queen in that spot. So
right, okay, but that's fine. I mean, it's more important that like where you are that you're thinking about the basics, that you have some basic thought behind the move. That's much more important than anything else.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, my bad.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, so here like right, so here what I'm gonna do now is I move my bishops out, right?
Yeah, they're both out.
So now I'm gonna stick to the plan. I'm gonna move my knight out, and next move I'm gonna castle.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So now I castle.
Okay.
So yeah, good. So why did you play this move?
I played it so I could move. Okay, so if I move 2 forward, I have a losing trade with your bishop. But if I move only 1 square, I don't engender anything, and I can release my bishop to the left on h6 and then castle my bottom.
Actually, you would go to the square right next to it. Because if you go out 2 squares, my bishop would capture your bishop.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I see now.
But still, it's the thought process that matters. So yeah, you move the bishop, you castle, and this is exactly what you want to do.
So, if you saw me playing it the way I was, you know exactly all the moves I was gonna do. It was all obvious, and if I didn't, it would have been.
Yeah, I mean they're different. You can put your pieces on different squares, but the basic point that you want to do is you always want to move the pieces around your king and get your king out of the center of the board as quickly as possible.
Okay. Okay. Now I see how this is developing. So basically, all of this is like the middle. I feel like since I've fallen behind on developing my pieces in the middle, this brawl you already see it ahead of time, and it's gonna be like, I take your pawn, you take my pawn. If I it's not even that bad. Yeah, if I take the other pawn, you take my knight. It's overall a losing trade here, completely.
It's not losing, but they're definitely yes. But see, this is very advanced. Like the problems that you have here, this is what we call like positional play, where it's like where the pawns are on the board and how they restrict the pieces. So like in this position with where your pawns are, it's already bad. But this is like, I mean, this is like grandmaster level. This is so far beyond what you should just be looking for, like the 1 to 2 move sequences where you're going to trade like pawns or bishops and knights, and then make sure all your pieces are secure. And that should absolutely be what you focus on. So now I'm going to play a move that's quite tricky. I'm going to play a move that's check. So now just think for a second about what's happening here. Like if any pieces. So your king is in check, right?
Yeah.
I'm also threatening your knight, right?
Yeah. So if I'm okay. So basically, now since I'm in check, I have to make moves that are just purely to defend my king not to die, and then from there you can just pick up whatever you want. So if I move my
this is true, but one second.
Go ahead.
If you move your king, you're going to lose this knight that my queen is right next to.
You're right.
But is there a way that you can move your knight where you won't lose your knight, but you're not in check anymore?
Yeah, you're right.
So what happened is, sure, you made a move that's actually like not a good move, but you don't lose any material.
Yeah.
Your knight is still saved, and you can move your king on the next move. Okay, so now I will offer you another trade. Okay. Now this is a bad move, but the reason this is a bad move is because remember what I told you what you want to do at the start of the game is that you want to get your king out of the center.
Yeah.
Right? And now you can't get out of the center because my bishop covers the square.
Oh, true. I can't castle anymore. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I tried to win the trade in a more like a okay. I understand now.
No, but it's okay. I mean, I would say at your level, it's the most important thing is to try not to give away pieces, not to lose pieces for free, like where you give away a knight for nothing or for a pawn. Is if you can just keep the trades where it's even, the trades are even. That's the most important thing. Because I mean, you can't understand all the strategies yet. That would take too long. But you still can. Maybe try to get your king out of the center. It's probably going to be quite hard now, but you can try.
Yeah. I see some sort of pathway.
Good. That's a very good move. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be very nice here. I'm going to play another very tricky move.
I can't see it.
I'm not attacking any pieces here. Nothing is under attack, but if you castle, there's a very, very nasty move here. Okay. Okay, but now actually this loses material, but the concept is good because if I take the knight, what would you do? If I take your knight with my pawn?
I take the pawn and then I take the bishop.
Okay, whatever. I'll do it anyway. I'll give you some material here.
Oh, I can't because my queen is in check. Or my king is in check because of the queen.
No, but I made an intentional mistake here. Just think for a second.
Oh yeah, I see
what
it.
Happened.
Wait, my queen is in check. Yours is. I understand now.
Yeah. So see that's what happens. Like is when you take. I should have traded the queens, but the point is that there are these little in between sort of tactics where if you take the wrong piece, you end up down material. So I'll move my rook to protect my bishop here.
Okay. This starting to make more sense. Yeah, sometimes I put my piece in bad positions because I don't think about all the next moves on where that like, because you see your knight there. I'd be comfortable making a move like that because you know your knight is like all the way in my pieces, right? It's like in like the brawl, and I can't see how he's gonna get out of there, or like sometimes like for how long is he gonna be safe there, and what are the moves that the prisoner's gonna develop to get that knight.
Right, so if you look at your pawns, yeah, I'm going to put this knight right on the square in front of your king and your pawn, and you can't really get rid of it because you can push your pawns forward. So like this is very advanced as well, but this is why when you push pawns, you have to be very careful because what happens is pawns don't go backwards, and you create more squares around like your king that are really really bad. So I'm going to make a check.
And now you're gonna get a bunch of
Okay.
pieces.
Yeah, and I'm going to put this piece in here. Okay, now actually what happens here is I've checkmated one. So I play this rook takes, and this is actually checkmate. Because you see my bishop protects this knight,
Yeah.
and your king can't go anywhere here.
Yeah, I see it.
And this is why what I'm saying, like, you want to get your king out of the center of the board, because even though here you had an extra queen, your king was in the center of the board, and so I was able to attack it much more easily than if it were way over on one side or the other side of the board.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and this site gives me blunders, like blunders.
Yeah, you can look at you can click on the analysis, I think, for the blunders.
Okay, and how good is that? How good is that? Like is this something that you even consider, or even look at it like or have you played chess too much that this doesn't matter?
For me, it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But yeah, at your level, you should check. Like if you click on the I think it's the analysis button. If you go right, it should be right above. It should be right on the middle right. There should be a button that you can click, which will show. It's the fourth button. Yeah, so you see where there's like right above the binoculars. There's like a computer screen with a mic.
I see an analysis board. Yeah.
Glass. If you just click on analysis, it brings up the next window, and then you see like you can go every move, and you can see what the errors are.
Oh yeah, I see it now. 87 accuracy. I had a 60. I did 3 blunders. Ooh, under middle there's missed win. It's like the worst you could do. Okay.
Well, it says missed win on which move?
No, it doesn't. I just meant like if you get it. No, of course not.
Well, it's probably missed win for me actually, because I missed a win. But yeah, I mean the thing is, the critical point in this game was on move 8. So after I push this pawn, if you go back, just go to the very start and hit the forward button.
The forward button. Yeah. Analysis. Is this mouse? Yeah.
Move number 8. After I played c4, the move number 8, c4.
Move number 8.
Just go to the other one with the actual game with the moves. The other tab.
The other tab, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
so, yeah, you'll see
move
number
8. This.
Yeah, go ahead. So you'll see my 8th move is I push the pawn, c4. This was the critical moment where what you should have done is you should have moved your king, castle to the right, and get out of the center of the board, and then you would have been completely fine in the game.
Okay.
Like that's the main thing, and then worry about trying to trade off the pawns and the bishops and the knights for the same material or win stuff.
Okay, in that position, this is something I do sometimes often, where I over-evaluate how developed you are in the middle, and I feel like if I do that, then I play into your hand, and then you have like a one step ahead of me in middle, and then the brawl you end up coming out on top.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly, and that's what happened. That's why like you always want to, because like if you think about this position, my king is already out of the center of the board.
Yeah.
So it's it's easier for me now. I just want to go and attack you with everything in the center of my board. But for you, your king is still there. So you're like one step behind when you try to attack me, but your king is still there. So you need to get your king out of there first.
Okay. Okay, makes a lot of sense. Next time I won't be unless I see it directly. If I feel like it's not like a complete loss in middle, I'll go ahead and do my castle.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Think about trying to get your bishop and your knight away and then castling your king. It can be to the left or to the right. But that's the first thing you should be trying to do. Try to do that every game, and then try to attack, try to win trade pawns or get rid of bishops, get rid of knights, and then think about making sure all your pieces are secure.
Okay. Let's do more, and then I want you to show me some 1 minute brawl action.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
How do you reset this? You just go.
I'll challenge you again. Yeah. Or actually, can you click the accept button?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so actually, no.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, I was gonna say you should play the opening setup that I suggested that you play, but it's fine.
Wait, is that not it?
No, so push the pawn in front of your queen, not the king.
Oh, and you do it from the left side.
Yes, exactly. So I'll play this.
Oh, ugh.
It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'll just it doesn't matter, but it should be one square forward. It should be the next square.
You know what? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I did this opener, for some reason I do it from the right side.
That's fine too. If
okay.
you want to do it from the right side, that's fine as well. They both work.
Okay.
If you want to start over and do it from the other side, we can do it that way too.
No. I want to start over and do it properly by going to F4
Okay,
instead
so
of
move the
E.
bishop up one square to F4.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll just okay, and now the next thing you want to do is you want to move your pawn in front of the king. Right, and so see now your bishop is outside. You see the bishop, if you push the pawn with the bishop on its original square, it's not outside of the pawns. It's still inside, so it can't attack any of my pawns or bishops or any pieces. But now it's outside of the pawns, so it's much better placed. Because like the pawn next to my queen, it's not under attack, but your bishop is keeping an eye on it. And so now you want to develop the other bishop to the center of the board.
Okay, I think I want to put it here because
this is correct.
I feel like if I put it on C4, then you move your pawn to D5, and I'm threatened in one move, and I have to correct it again.
Exactly, and also if you think about this, what I want to do is I want to get my king out of the. But with your bishop on the square, it keeps an eye towards that pawn on the edge of the board as well.
Oh, true. I see it now.
So like it's not really it's not attacking the pawn right now, but later on there will be ideas where you can put more pieces around that side of the board towards where the king is. Okay, so I'm going to move my rook.
Okay.
And so now that you got your king out of the center of the board, so now you want to get all your pieces into the game. So you only have two pieces that are not in the game, right? Your knight and your rook, because they're on the original squares. Queen is as well, but it's not as important to bring it out right away. So try to get the rest of your pieces into the game.
Yeah, I'm so seeing it now.
Good move. Very good move. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Very good. So now for me, like my pieces are fine, but also my bishop and my rook next to my queen they're not in the game yet. So I'm going to try to bring them in as well by pushing a pawn and putting the bishop where it attacks your knight.
Okay. Then if I see that in advance, can I prepare for that, or is that like a...
Yeah, you can, and it's only a bishop and a knight, so it's a fair trade. It's a good trade. It's when you start losing these pieces for pawns that it's really bad. Okay, so okay, now I'm going to push the pawn. So now that you've finished your pieces, you've got your pieces into the game. Now start looking to see if everything is secure or not secure. Like in this position, everything is not secure for you here.
Yeah, I see this bishop losing. Even there's no good trades for me. Like anything that goes on the offensive is a losing move here.
Well, if you take the pawn, I take back with another pawn. So you'll get two pawns, but you'll lose either a bishop or a knight if you take the pawn. And you don't want to give up the bishop or knight for pawns. So you can't really do that. So you kind of need to move your bishop away from the pawn so you don't lose the bishop.
I feel like if I moved it in front instead at G5,
G5, yeah.
It makes me also vulnerable to like just you making one pawn move and then I'm threatened. Is it?
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's true. I would push my pawn to attack your bishop. That's completely true. It's correct.
Okay.
So like here, I'm gonna take your bishop next move. You can't move your bishop away. If you move your bishop up, then my bishop captures it. But if I take your bishop next move, it's an even trade. I give up a knight for a bishop, so it's 3 for 3. So that's completely fine for you.
Okay, so then I can just assume that it's dead and then move on to doing other strategies because I know that that's the move you're going for.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so I'll take. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the way you move this knight wasn't the best way to play this, because now you're gonna have a problem. I don't know if you can see it, but your knight is under. I'm threatening to take your knight with my pawn. So you should move your knight so I don't give up one pawn for the knight, right?
Yeah, I see it. Okay, yeah, that was a wasted move then. I wasted an entire move.
Here I have this thing. This is another basic thing. So I told you about the pin where, like, if you take one piece, you lose a piece to a rook or something. Now, the next one I play is what's called a fork. So I push this pawn forward, and you see the problem here is if you move the bishop, you lose the knight. If you move the knight, you're gonna lose the bishop.
Yeah, I see it.
So you're gonna lose something for pawns. But
okay,
that's good. But so yeah, you make the best of it. So you take. So you're gonna get 2 pawns now for the bishop. Which is as good as you can do here.
Yeah, it's I end up -1.
Yeah.
I was told this wasn't that bad of a trade.
No, it's good. It's good. You should do it. It's good. It's even trade again.
I think I see something here.
Okay. Good. That's good, because now you secure your pawn as well. My queen can't capture your pawn, because then you would capture my queen. So that's a good move. So I'm going to try it again. Just see if is everything secure or not. That's the first thing. Like with my last move, do I maybe want to take something? Good. Very good. Very good. Yeah, so like here, this should be your first thought process. Make sure everything is secure. And then look for other ideas or how to bring your pieces more into the game.
Yeah. Yeah, and okay. So see, this when you do something like that, I don't know if it's like a long con move or you're just playing to advance your piece or whatever.
It's the reason I played this move is because my knight is not in the game. I want to bring my knight more.
Okay.
Because on the back rank here, I can't attack any. You can't attack your pawns, or there are no targets. Your knight is fine. Your pawns, everything is safe. So I want to bring my knight where it can play, where it can attack your pieces. It doesn't do anything on the back rank, so I want to bring it into the game. Okay, so now I'll put this knight here.
Okay. All the things are laying out in front of me, but see, I feel this requires a lot of thinking. But I feel if I knew the game and I played it more, this wouldn't be as long as the thought process, because this could take me like 10 minutes to think about.
I think you should just look to see if everything's safe and or it's not like here. I'm actually attacking a lot of things. I'm threatening to take your knight and then take back with my queen. I'm also threatening to take your other pawn, with which the rook was defending before. You have one piece guarding this pawn. But you have 2, but I have bishop and a knight. So there are many threats. So you kind of want to eliminate the threats, and there's an easy way to do it here.
My initial move was been to threaten forward, because now your queen's not threatening my pawn anymore, so I can move my queen up.
Right. And now I'm going to show you another. Well, okay, I'm going to play this move. Right, now this is again another what we call a fork. So I take, and the problem is here, you're in check, but your queen's also going to hang. So when you have to move your king, you're going to lose the queen on the next turn.
Yeah, I see now. I call a jabate. I got jabated.
Right, yeah, you thought you were going to win the queen, and then it's like, wait, no, you're not actually the queen. Right, now I take.
Damn, now I feel like you've got it all laid out in front of you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, because next move I'm going to take one of your pawns because you have to move the king.
Oh, I didn't say I was in check. I didn't look at it.
Okay, let's move my king.
Oh, so you see it then. Yeah. Okay. Did you move that because you know that if I move my rook forward, I was gonna get.
You want to move your rook in, yeah. You want to bring this rook in and win these pawns. So that's specifically a move to stop your rook from coming into the game.
Okay, it makes sense.
That's very good. That's very good. Okay. Okay, good. And again, you attack.
Yeah.
But now I'll push the pawn.
Interesting.
Okay. Now I'll bring my rook in to attack.
Ooh, and I can't move my king in it to do anything at all.
All right, but it's still. I mean, the thing is, like, you're gonna lose here. I have rook. I've got a bishop. I have more pawns. But like, still, you should just try not to lose the material. And once you get that into the mindset, you play a few more games. Like when you stop giving up material for free, then you can start seeing like these 2-move sequences which win which win like the queens and the rooks. Okay, good. Okay, I will take the pawn. It's good. Okay, I'll move my king.
Something's coming. I can smell it.
Yeah, because I'm not, because you see, like you have all these pawns which I can capturing them. So yes, I have something in mind here. Right. Okay, so here, the reason I did all these moves is because now I can move my rook, and this is what we call checkmate again, because when you look at your king, it can't move anywhere because the bishop holds these 2 squares where your king would like to go.
Oh.
And so this is another thing. Is like if you're looking for these sequences or these ideas with checkmates, I mean, this is stuff that I studied very early on when I started playing chess. So like it's just I automatically see the idea of trying to put the king in this checkmate right over here with this rook and this bishop.
Okay, I feel like I haven't played enough chess to like end game. Like I don't know what are my waste end the game or like close to that. I feel like I'm only like just trading until I have more pieces I win the game, but I don't really see these like moves like playing out or
Right,
not?
yeah. I mean, the way to do that would be to do what we call tactics in chess. So it's where like they're like combination sequences of like 2 or 3 moves in a row where you play one move, your opponent has to play a move, and then you win with checkmate, or you win like a queen on the next move. This is how you would get better. If you do the tactic where it's like 2 moves, you play one move, opponent has to play the next move, and then you win the material. That's how you start to see things.
Okay. All right. Want to try? Yeah, let's see. Let's see some fast action 1 minute gameplay.
You want to play 1 minute or?
Yeah. Do it.
Okay, I'll give you some time advantage then. Let me see how they set this up. Okay, all right. So we'll play a game with 1 minute. I'm gonna have them set my clock to 20 seconds. Okay, so you'll have 40 more seconds.
Okay.
Okay, just 1 second. They'll just do it automatically. Okay.
Well, how old are you in real life?
I'm 32.
Oh, okay.
I've been playing chess since I was 7 years old, so I've been studying this game forever. But now, like all these things that I just explained to you, it's so basic for me because I mean I've studied these things over and over and over again. I've played so many games in my life that like once you play a lot of games, some of these basic like this rook and this bishop idea is very so it's your move. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just 1 second. Let my clock go to 10. Okay, let's go. Okay. All right, I've got 8.7, so let's see.
Okay. I knew something was up.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So what were you doing there? Were you like
I was doing what's called pre-moving, so I was sort of anticipating what your next move were going to be, and then I just sort of guessed correctly. So
Okay.
like at the start, what I was trying to do since I had so little time is just attack you very aggressively. But the way I tried to attack you was not good. So if you go to the 9th move, when I played this knight move,
nice move? Yeah.
and then you castled your king, which protected the pawn. So if I take with my bishop and my knight, you give up a rook, but you get the knight and bishop, so it's a good trade. When I put my queen out to attack this pawn again in front of your rook, if you just protected the pawn with like your bishop, so let's say you move your bishop back 1 square to this g3 square,
Yeah.
I can't take this pawn anymore. And actually what happens is I put all my pieces out, but I have not castled here. So my king is still in the center, so what's going to happen is when I try to castle my king, then if I castle my king, you can push your pawn and you can force my knight back and you can take the pawns in the center of the board. So it's very important. It's very important that like that's why you want to get the king out of the center. But because I had so little time in this game, I immediately tried to attack you, and it would not have worked if you had moved your bishop back. But I had to try it because I didn't have much time. So
Okay.
I tried to cheese you basically with something that would never work if I played another top player. They would just kill me.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean though. By above, yeah, you can't use your first line of pawns at the back to defend the whatever's happening in front of them, right? Is that what you meant?
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like that. That's why like the pawn, this pawn that you have in the center of the board, you'd like to go back 1 square so that I can't attack on this diagonal towards your king. But it doesn't go back. So it's like it's already advanced. So you can't really do anything with it, which is why it's important, like with the pawns, when you move them, to be careful, because if you move them too far too quickly, they never go back, and then you can end up like losing the game.
That's cool. Okay, so what would you do if you were like because like this is fun, like this conversation is fun, but I think I'm missing a lot of parts of like the core game itself, right? To where like most of the things that you're gonna tell me are like or like basic stuff that I should already know by just reading like rules or
Okay, so let's do something else. Then can you on the far left side there's a tab that says puzzles.
Puzzle. Yeah, I see it.
So click on that, and then you'll see something that says like Puzzle Rush.
Puzzle Rush.
Yeah. Okay, so you click on that. Okay, and now what you should click on here is just click on the far right. Yeah, click on the rush and click on that third one which says survival with the X in it.
Yeah.
No, right below that. The second line of things. Yeah, just click that X and then click start.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I'll just click start.
Yeah.
Okay, so just wait a second. So what you're gonna see here is now this is what we
I
call
went here.
Tactics. Right. So I just want to see how you do with this, right? So and once you take the rook, black takes the queen, right?
Yeah.
Right. And now that's checkmate. So now here. This is what we call tactics. So it's moves that win the game or win a lot of material at the very start of the game. So like here, again, yeah.
I don't see it.
There's a rook move.
Shit. If I take the rook, I lose mine.
Right. So is there another move you can play with the rook?
I can go check the king. Oh yeah, I see it now. If I check the king, okay, yeah, it makes a lot of sense now. Okay, so by doing those, I kind of understand like what are the moves that are like required. Like I start developing like patterns of what makes me win, or whatever.
Right. No, exactly.
Okay.
So now here in this position, oh, you have the white pieces. So there's again you're down a queen, right, in this position.
Yeah.
So you're down a queen. So you have to win this game right away. If you don't win this game right away, then there are going to be problems here.
And he wins. And I win here. Boom.
And it's checkmate because the king can't move. Your bishop covers the square for the king.
Yeah. Okay. In this position, I have.
You have white, so it's a white move. Think about what you're attacking.
What do I want to attack here? I see it.
Good.
I see.
So you have one less pawn here. So again, these are like the things where you look to check. You like to checkmate, win the pieces your opponent has. Mm-hmm.
Then I do.
Just think about: are there pieces hanging? Is there something that you can capture?
Oh yes, okay, I get it. Okay. Yeah, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So if he wants to do something and I catch him in check, then it screws everything for that player.
Right.
Because then it sets him back one move, unless that move is coincidentally doing both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. So this one's very hard. I mean, this is very, very hard. This is not easy.
I feel like in
like
this.
What you wanted, what you probably. Wow. Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Wow.
Not bad.
Okay, now you have to find. Wow, that's amazing. I did not think you would get that last. That really was
cool.
Amazing.
Well, these aren't very developed. This is like very sort of like early mid game.
Yeah.
Um,
But mid game is going to be more important because I already told you what you should try to do at the start. You want to get your king away out of the board. So mid game is very important. At the level you're at, you're not going to these games where you have very few pieces on the board in the end game. It's all about the middle of the game.
boom. Okay.
Yeah, very good.
No, I didn't think about it. I thought I would come out ahead in that trade if I got the pawn and the knight and you only got the
Yeah,
rook.
you could have moved the queen over to the side where you would have attacked the rook and put the king in check there. But it's not that crazy. This one should be pretty easy also.
Okay, I'm black. I forgot.
Right, so you have two captures. Okay, you see the pawn, you have two captures. You can capture right or you can capture left. But again, remember, in this position, you want to capture more. A bishop is always worth more than a pawn, right?
Yeah, of course. So get that. He gets it with the queen.
But he can't take it. That's the point. Once you take, he can't take because the king is in check. The rook attacks the king.
Why is he in check?
Because the rook attacks the king.
Oh, I see it now at the back. Yeah.
And then it's not just the one piece that he loses.
Yeah, sometimes I tunnel vision. I have this thing where I want to attack something, and I don't know what that makes my other pieces attack what when I move that one. It's like very like one-dimensional thinking.
Right, so there's one more move here. It's pretty clear.
I mean, this.
No, stop.
Oh, yeah.
Think.
Yeah.
What
Big.
are the pieces that you can? Again, think about the pieces that your opponent has that are not secure. And of course, if you can take a queen is worth a lot more than a bishop. You don't want to give away the knight, right? So you got to save your bishop.
Yep.
Because a knight, if you give away a knight or a bishop for pawns, that's pretty bad.
Okay. Okay, if I take the pawn, he takes it. I take it. I come up -1. So
Exactly. Yes.
So if I kind of want to move backwards now because.
Well, you don't want to lose the piece, so you really only have one option.
Oh, and that puts his queen at risk, and then he has to do a move like you would do to save your king, but
The next move. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So now he has to do something that would inclined to save his queen like he would save his king, and then I'm one move ahead if he got away with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this one's very hard. This is yeah, this one's very hard.
Okay. Well, let me think about this.
Okay, you don't really want to move your queen here.
Yeah, I figured I can bait certain moves. I feel like if I move rook,
Yes.
rook, queen takes queen, queen takes queen, rook takes rook.
Yes, you have it. Yes, you have
think-
it. So what you do is you move the rook. You
Wait.
can't take the rook with the queen because then the king is in check.
Oh, see, that's what my thinking is so one-dimensional. See?
Yeah, because what happens? Okay, the computer plays a stupid move here, but when he takes your queen, you take the rook first, and the king is in check. He has to move his king, and then you win the queen, and you have one extra rook. So yeah.
So now
Yeah.
if I take the queen with the rook, he.
He gets a rook, but you've got a queen for it.
But then
So you want, yeah, because you're way ahead. A queen is much better than the rook. Queen is the most powerful piece in the game.
Oh.
So if you give up a rook for a queen, you're very happy.
Oh, easy. Okay. This is another thing that I do that is really bad. So I think of fighting like in other games, like, oh, I'm fighting, bang, bang, bang. But I don't think that, oh, I do one piece, but it's a queen. Get out, you know?
Right. It's not just one for one. Exactly. Yeah.
So then I was like, dude, I want to keep fighting to win the trade, but that makes me lose the trade overall because these two pieces weren't even equal to the queen that I just got.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing is, remember, the one for one, certain pieces, like the rook is much better than the knight. The queen, if you can win the queen though, the queen is by far the most important piece.
Yeah.
So you win the queen for anything other than a queen, like, yeah, it's not 1 for 1.
Wrong move. Okay, patch. Can I go back to it? What was the move that I had to do? I could have done...
Yeah, the move you played last one was just hard, not an easy one to play. But here, okay, so in this position, think about this. If you capture this pawn, there's a pawn that's at risk, right?
Yeah, he can't come close to it.
But if you take the pawn, what happens once you take the pawn? He has something that's very good if you take the pawn. He can then run his pawn straight down the board.
Straight down the board, and I can't catch him.
Right, but can you push a pawn up the board and get to the end and make a queen before he gets down to the other end of the board and make a queen or not?
Yeah, because then my king puts it in check, and if he goes to get whatever I get, he can't do it.
Right. And also, so if you push your pawn, think about like move. So you push a pawn 1 square, he pushes a pawn 1 square, you push a pawn 1 square, 1 square. You're gonna push your pawn to the end of the board before his pawn gets to the end of the
Understandable.
board.
Yeah.
By one move. You're quicker by 1 move, and then you can bring the queen back to take the pawn.
And he couldn't chase me down with the king, like you said, because
Right, your king was protecting the pawn.
Exactly.
The king was protecting the pawn, so your pawn goes straight all the way up.
Okay. Let me think about this. I do.
There's a forcing way to make a checkmate here. It's like, I mean, bang, bang, bang. Three checks to checkmate your opponent here.
Fudge. Okay. Wait. Can I see this one?
Yeah, you click on yeah, you should click on the red. Click on that red X there, I think. And that should pull it up. The red X where below 13. That red X where you got it wrong.
Yeah.
You click that? Okay, just X those all out. Right, so now just hit the forward button and you'll see the solution. So knight G3 is what was played. Right. So I said checks. So the first move you played was correct. He moves the knight, you make the check with the rook, right? He moves the king.
Who's the king? I check it, and he can't, because now he's pinned or whatever.
Well, you check him again, and your bishop guards your rook, right?
Guards your rook, yeah.
And the king can't go to the right because you have a bishop that covers a square down the board. So he has to go towards the center of the board, and now you can move your bishop for the third check, which is checkmate.
Okay, and now he's GG.
Yeah, it's game over. Yeah, checkmate is the end of the game. It's GG.
Okay. No, these puzzles are pretty good. So people that are good at the game, they can do those like instantaneously, right? You can just
I can do those in like half a second. All the ones that you did, I can do them in half a second. Yeah.
Puzzle Rush. Okay, that's pretty cool. What would be one more way to learn and teach yourself the game, like when you have like time?
What's that?
What would be like a good way to like learn the game fast? Not like speedrun, but like optimize your progress.
I mean, if you do these puzzles, if you know the basics, just get your king out of the center and you do these puzzles. These puzzles you'd get really good really quickly, especially at the fast times. Like you would start seeing these things instantly. If you do enough of these puzzles, you start seeing them. When you play these games of like 1 minute or 5 minute, you're gonna see a lot more. And that's how you're gonna win games at that level, is because people make big mistakes. At the very top levels, people don't make mistakes. So it's like the way you win a game is because of something very deep. Like you put a pawn on the wrong square, and 20 moves later, this pawn is on the wrong square, and you lose because of where the kings are or where a rook is in the end game. But at the lower levels, these tactics, these puzzles, if you just do these, like you do some every day, you'll get really good really quickly.
Okay.
It's cool. It's by far and away the easiest thing to do.
That's very nice. Okay. I had some like overall like questions like
Mm-hmm.
I mean are you like in a rush or something? Are you
No,
like
I've
busy?
got plenty of time. I'm here. I'm good.
Okay. Well, I was just interested in like like certain things about you without like getting like too personal or whatever. Like okay. Do you feel like when you stream chess, do you feel like it's like a different experience than doing it on your own? Do you feel like you're getting like worse at the game, or do you feel like it's like damaging your play or something?
I think if I was doing it all the time, it would, because the people that I play against online are not the other absolute top players. Like I can play other grandmasters, but they're not as good as me. So if I was like streaming chess every single day, it would affect me over the long term. But I always take some breaks as well. And usually when I'm playing in an international competition, I will stop streaming for like a week or two before the tournament starts, because yes, if I'm playing people who are not as good as me and I'm beating them and I'm not having to like put in the maximum effort, which I don't most of the time when I play these other people online, then it does affect me. But for the most part, it's not an issue.
Okay. Yeah, because I used to have this thing where like I would compete and play the game on stream, and I really like streaming, and it would sort of damage my play over time because I did it differently. And
Right, exactly. Because yeah, it's like you know what you have to do, whatever the meta is. Like you know what you. And it's the same thing with me. Like if I play chess online, I know what I have to do to win the game, but I would never play like that against the other best players because it wouldn't work. They're a little bit too strong. They're a little bit too good.
Okay.
They would know how to take advantage of the mistake. I would play moves that just aren't quite the best. And so yeah, if I do that, it's a problem. But also if I play my best strategies, they can study the game. So it's like it's a cat and a mouse kind of situation.
Oh,
it's like sometimes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's like so like sometimes you when I play online, I try to play stuff that's not that best, but then I try also to help myself, because if I can get these positions that are not great, then then I learn how to get out of the bad spot.
Okay. Yeah. Also, what about like basic things like the chess pro lifestyle? Do you like travel to play games? Do you like go to like other countries and whatnot?
Yeah. So the tournaments at the top there, it's invitational kind of. It would be like playing like, I don't know, like the Overwatch League or something, but instead of the countries being in the US, it's like you go everywhere for every single event. So you go to like, Russia a lot, like Germany, France, Spain. So it's like all over the place. Actually, there are like one or two terms in the U.S., but most of the competitions are in Europe, almost all in Europe, and it's great because you get to travel, you get to meet people, and some of these competitions are in these like really, really fancy places too. So it's great.
Okay, that's really cool, man. I have so many questions, but I don't want to like bother you with like
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
I don't make like too much of an interview, because the other day I sat down, I was like, I actually had a lot of questions, like things like just like mindset things. What about like your confidence and the way you see your own play? Like, does that sort of shift sometimes because some players are getting better and you see them improving or something? Is it like do you like master the game to the point where it doesn't matter because you only care about your play? Like what is sort of like
at the very top level, it's very marginal, the differences. Like everybody can play really good. Everybody has strategies to follow when the game starts. So a large part of it is psychological. So for example, there's certain people that I play, like most people in the world who are also at the very top, when I play them in blitz competitions, I play almost perfectly. And there are one or two people who I play against where when I play them, my level is much worse than it is against the other guys. So psychology plays a huge role. And then also because most of the top players, it's this circuit where we see the same guys over and over at the same competitions. Like if you beat someone, like let's say you play someone in a competition, you beat them, you play them in another competition, you beat them, like it starts to get in their head that like they've lost you several times and that they can't compete with you. So psychology is very, very, very important. It plays a very big role.
That's really cool. Okay. What about the tournament structure and whatnot? Is there like prizes, like circuits, like a certain lifestyle you have to play around the circuits or whatever? Like,
yeah. So there is a circuit, mind you. It's probably like the top 10 players in the world. It's called this thing called the Grand Chess Tour, where basically everybody plays in 4 tournaments. You play in 2 tournaments that are slow chess, the games that go up to 5 hours, and then you play 2 tournaments with the rapid chess, so like 15-20 minutes for the whole game, and then also blitz chess with 5 minutes for the whole game. And usually because chess is so much more popular in Europe, if you finish even at the bottom, like let's say it's 10 players, you finish 10th place, you still get like $10,000 anyway, because they structure it more in a European style. So you get money, you make prize money regardless, actually, but you have to be up there to begin with.
Yeah, of course. Is there like a lot of contenders and like people getting like really better and like I feel like
There's been one guy who's been the top player for a while now, the world champion. It's a guy from Norway. He's been the #1 player in the world for probably like the last 7 or 8 years. But there are like 2 kids who are pretty young who are starting to get really good. And it's crazy because one thing with chess that's different with a lot of other things is now with the internet, the best players can come from all over the world. So like there's a kid from Iran who's like probably the next up and coming chess player. He's like 16 years old, and he's already competing with the top chess players. But like in the old days, you had to be you had to be around the other guys to get the knowledge. But now you can any kid can just like use the computer and pick up all this knowledge pretty much instantly.
Okay. Then I didn't know there was actual knowledge you could get from other players. Like
Yeah. So like okay. So like this. I'll forget our games that we just played. But let's say you played a really good game against me in the games we just played. I would actually remember this game for a while, and then I would go into the chess software and study your moves that you played for the first like 10 to 15 moves that you made. And so like there are databases with like millions upon millions of chess games, and so everybody's looking at the same data. But in the old days, you kind of had to like you had to be around the other, you didn't have the information right there. But now like everybody can just go on their computer and look at these databases with the opening sequences of moves and learn from it. So everyone has the same information, which is why the psychology plays such a big role.
that actually makes a lot of sense. Then okay, so what about when you play online? I see like a lot of like ratings or whatever. Is it like you just queue up and you get matched with somebody and then you get like a plus 0.01 elo or whatever?
Yeah, so everybody you play, depending on the ranking, yeah, it's like if you play someone who's like your ranking, you gain 10 points. If you play someone who's lower ranking, you can lose like 10 points. The maximum points you can lose is 16, but it varies depending on your ranking. But for every game, you gain or lose points. And I usually challenge people. I'm much higher than everyone else on the site. Like I'm like close to 3,300, and next player is like 3,150. So every time I play these guys, I actually have to beat them by like a 3-1 or 4-1 margin in order not to lose ranking points.
Damn. Okay. What about okay, one more question. What about sort of your mindset? Like, do you feel like it varies like how you're gonna play based on the day? Because you put so much time into the game and you have so much knowledge about the game. Do you feel like if you queue in the morning or at night, it doesn't matter? Like, you feel like when you queue, like when you're angry or not, it won't change your play. Like
I mean, like if I'm emotionally, if I'm angry, it will. I'll play much worse and much more aggressively. Which sort of changed it, because like normally against most of the grandmasters I play, I know what I need to do to beat them, and that means like getting the game going further and further where I have more time on the clock, and then I can just sort of use the technique that I have at the end of the game. So like if I'm angry, I go for I'm aggressive very early in the game, and then these guys can actually play on the same level that I do, and they can actually like come up with moves and things that actually are good enough to defeat me. So like emotionally it does, but the time of day really doesn't matter. Although sometimes like I know that I'm not playing very, very good chess. I can feel it. Like there are little things like I use too much time on this sequence of moves, or I'm not seeing this combination of moves where I lose these pieces. So like I can kind of shift it up a little bit, because in chess there are, I mean, probably with the black side of the chess pieces are like 10 different opening choices you can play, even from like move 1. So I just switch it up and try to find what works. But time of the day doesn't matter. But mentally, like if I'm in a bad mood, I play much differently. Yeah.
okay, yeah, because for some reason I see you play and I'm like, oh, like this is so like not linear, but it's almost like you saw in advance and almost like it was almost like you're a bot, you know?
Yeah, and the reason is like that's why actually I'm very, very good at the really fast chess, because that's like just intuition. It's like I've played so many games that intuitively I can sense the board. I can sense what are the good moves in the positions. And when you can sense what the good moves are, like you can sort of anticipate then what your opponents will do.
Okay. I have one more. One more. Yeah. What about like the passion you have for the game, or like the competitive fire? Like, is it still there? Like, does the game still passionate? Because don't get me wrong, I'm not like trivializing it, but since it's like such like an I feel like an old game, and competing. You know, you kind of have to like to travel in the world to like compete. Does it seem like you're like passionate about the game? Just like love what it used to be for you?
I love what the game is, but one of the things, unlike like a lot of games, because it's so old, it's changed. So when I started getting really good, I became like 2,200, which is called the master level in chess. When I was 10 years old, like when I started playing at a very young age, it was more like you just have this wooden chessboard and you look at sequences of moves, you have your strategies, and that's it. Whereas now it's much different with the technology. So it's like you end up memorizing like hundreds upon hundreds of opening sequence moves at the beginning of the game. And so like that part of it I don't like. To me, when I started, it was much more about intuition. It was like much purer because it's like finding the best moves. Now with the computers, which are better than humans, by the way, with the computers, it's more about like finding the absolute best moves and then memorizing the sequences and so forth. So that definitely makes it tougher. Overall, I still enjoy the game, but the whole aspect of studying chess is much harder than it used to be. So I still have passion, but it takes a lot more effort and work than it used to.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for answering all the questions. That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
want
no
to know what it
problem.
was to be like a chess pro, because we don't really see it often. We see it a lot of them with like, you know, with all social media, we can sort of understand what it is to be an esports pro, whatever. But with chess, it's kind of like it's more like in the shadows for us people.
Right. Yeah. It's not out there as much. But that's also why I mean I like I can kind of try to bring it out for people because if you go see a chess competition, I mean you see the fast moves and this sort of stuff, but it's not like you can't actually feel it or understand it. So like I mean like when I do these games and I make these 20 arrows and all this other stuff, like I think it's another way of trying to popularize it.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what? Again, last thing. What is your like your next sort of like event or big thing to?
Yeah, so like this virus kind of killed everything I had. Like I was supposed to play a tournament in Romania next month, and a tournament like in London and Paris and all these places. So everything actually is kind of canceled right now. But the next big tournament will probably be that I know for sure will be the World Championship of Blitz Chess and Rapid Chess. Two separate events. It's a competition held over 3 days, and I played it last year in Russia. And in the Rapid, which is the 20 minutes around, I finished. I believe I finished 3rd place in that, and then in the Blitz section, I finished in 2nd place as well. So I finished 3rd place and 2nd place, and they have that one time a year, the World Championship, and it's in like December. So that's the next big event for sure that I have, and hopefully I win.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, and the prize money, by the way, on those is very serious too. It's like 100,000 for first prize, so it's quite serious.
100 rocks. That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So, you have a. I like the energy you have, dude. I said that before we even started talking, dude. I like like the intensity. I like when you talk and it's like like fast.
Going, yeah.
Yeah. What about that? I feel like do you have like a daily regimen you do or something like that, or do you like what is a normal day for you?
I was gonna say that's one thing that I mean I don't actually, but like what a lot of times when I queue up and I play chess online, I'm playing against kids actually. They're very good as well. But like usually when I play like 20 or 30 games against them, they're like tired. They're ready to stop, and like usually I just want to keep going. Like it's like I just want to play another 50 games or 100 games with them. So I think it's just I have it in me. It's just like I just love
That's
I love
cool.
the game. I really love playing it. It's just a lot of fun.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'm probably gonna call it here, but I hope we can have like another like open conversation type of thing. Like
Sure.
I like that. I like this flow of discussion. I could talk for hours about like random
Yeah,
stuff.
I could too. Yeah, no,
That's really
it's
cool.
great though.
Okay.
I follow your stream quite a bit too, so I mean.
That's really true, man. Well,
Awesome.
I'm super grateful you took the time to talk to me today, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for coming
Enjoyed
on.
it.
Cool,
Yeah,
man.
all right.
Okay.
See you.
Thanks so much. Goodbye.
Bye.
That's sweet. I enjoyed that a lot, chat. I'm glad we did it, dude. Chat, I had a lot of questions, but I don't want to be like a degenerate interview Ivan. You know? You get it, chat? I
Oh
don't,
God, chat, he is
you know?
coming for me. Run away, Leo.
like, if we do it again sometimes, you know, we kind of like broke the ice. You know, we could just sort of get on with it. I didn't want to come out, first talk, dude, and pull out the mic and do absolute interview Ivanko, dude.
No.
I don't mind that you used to say your level. I know why people get what, guys, listen. This applies all the competitive games, okay? When you're talking to somebody who is trying to level with you on how to get better, you can't get emotional about the terms that are used. They're using those terms to give you the information you need to get better. You can't say, oh my god, he said your level because I'm under him. Well, you literally are. You're literally worse.
Unban daddy.
That person could be doing anything else with their time. This only matters when the person is sort of your level and he's act like some hose. Says your level, but when the person is better at you in every possible way, using your level as a way of talking is whatever, dude. Okay. Watch his stream. Is he rolling some kids or what?
Queen F2 and Rook C1 takes his mate. Just Rook D2 and King E8 is just taking, and this is just good. Let's see, just Rook C8, Queen C8 is good. Let's go check, and it should be, wait a second, Rook D1, King D1, Bishop G4.
And this is what we call a checkmate omega lol, and this is what we call a checkmate omega lol.
5 and F6, just take the queen, take the rook. Should take and take the queen and go D5.
Yes.
Check, and knight A3 is checkmate.
Chat,
check.
I am finally Guinness.
G5. Okay, let's see. So takes, queen B2, takes. Okay, I've got 307, so I have a lot of time. I think it's rook E2 and just takes, and queen F1. So I can play knight E4.
Elementary data, of course.
What's my move here? Knight E4, Fe4. What is attack? Oh no, it's knight F5 and queen D5 check, and I win the rook on A8.
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
Takes and rook
Chat. Today we're gonna do a lot of things. Okay, chat. We're doing VR
C3 takes.
in a couple hours, I think. I need to go look back at where is everybody at.
Yeah, king A4 and takes. Wait. G6, rook H5, queen G4.
First chat, listen, I said we play some Smash. I want to do some Smash first. Chat, I have a lot of energy today.
G5.
I want to get the energy out there, dude. Because otherwise, listen.
Takes and takes.
Love your content XQC.
This is really good, dude.
7.
I enjoyed this a lot, chat. That was really sweet, dude. Chat, I want to do a lot of things, okay, chat. I want to do the content shuffle, okay?